Hello and welcome to another episode of the In Between Podcast with your host, Kyle Mclemore. Let's go ahead and get it started.
Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing.
Hello and welcome again to another episode of the In Between Podcast with your host, Kyle Mclemore. Thank you for tuning in for another week. Let's see. Cannot wait to tell you guys about what I did. What I do, I went to the movies. I went to go see The Matrix. No, not the new one. The OG 1999 Matrix, the number one. The one that started it all. The one that woke up an entire generation and let them know that they are all plugged in to the Matrix. Not only did I see The Matrix, I saw it in RDX. I was going to go see it. There's two theaters by my house. There's one that's they're both pretty equal distance, but one has recliner seats, but the other one has IMAX and RDX and triple B screen X 9er, whatever. So they had The Matrix playing, and then they had The Matrix playing in RDX, and I've never done RDX, and I looked on the description, and it's RDX moves your seat and makes you feel like you're in the scene or whatever. Blows wind in your face and whatever. So I was like, alright, it sounds kind of cool, I'll try it. And The Matrix seems like a cool movie to try it with. So alright, let's give it a try. So I got my small popcorn and small beverage. Got my seat, plugged them in. I'm looking around. The seats look like all borderline roller coaster seats. You got a little thing for your feet, and it looks. I was like, okay. Looking around, there's big fans on the wall. I'm like, all right. And then they start doing the previews. I think I showed up, and the previews already started. Regular previews, and then it gets to the RDX previews with bear in mind, no warning at all. And the very first preview they play is for the new Top Gun Maverick or whatever. And it's it goes from 0 to 100 so fast. Because it's the trailer starts out, it's bing, 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 piano, bing, bing, bing. They say you're a legend. And I'm in the trailer, it's about jets or whatever. So in the trailer, it's you're in the cockpit. In the trailer, it's and then so in the theater, it's bling, bling, ding. He was a legend. And my seat just goes, and I'm I'm trying to hold on to my popcorn. It's Tom Cruise doing barrel rolls while my seat's and I'm just and I'm looking around, and it's you can see the seats in front of you are literally like a roller coaster, and it's man. I could not stop laughing because I could not stop thinking about what if I had showed up because there's parts in the movie where it's kind of quiet and there's no reason for it to be whoa, but what if I had showed up late and you're trying to get to your seat and you're okay, let's see, row F, seat 9, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's my seat, and then you're about to sit down, and it's Trinity hit the deck. Knocks your popcorn, and then they have the big old fans. So it's when did they do it? I don't know, when you're driving or anytime they're outdoors, whoa, flying, and it's just it was kind of cool. And then they have little misters, so it's I think there's a part where in the Matrix where they're going to rescue Morpheus, and they got him in the building, and he has a Gatling gun on the helicopter, and it's and it's spraying because of the sprinklers or whatever, so it's a little. I actually turned it off because it has little buttons that say water on, water off, and I turned it off because I was thinking about it. It's ugh. I don't know what this water is. You're just spraying in my face. The fuck? Spraying water in my face in a pandemic? But, man, that thing was rocking and rolling, man. They should definitely give you nobody said anything. They should give you a heads up hey, maybe not popcorn. I couldn't enjoy my popcorn. It was like trying to munch and like, and then the soda too. You gotta time it. You're like, okay, is this like okay? It's kind of calm right now. Going for a sip. Morpheus, no. It was still. I mean, like it was cool. It was fun. I don't know if I would do it again. I suppose it depends on the movie. I don't think I'd want to see it on like a movie I'd never seen before, because it's like you're trying to watch the movie and like take it in, but then you're also on a roller coaster. That's why I think it was okay with The Matrix, because it was like I'd already seen it, so I know everything. Oh, then there's like even parts when they're fighting and like it punches your back. It's Keanu's like poop poop, and it's like poop, poop. Oh fuck! Agent Smith is in the seat behind me, kicking the shit out of me. I don't know. It was cool to see The Matrix too. It was awesome. Yeah, what's his name? I can't remember, but Agent Smith was awesome. Keanu, Lawrence Fishburne, cool too as Morpheus. That part where the kung fu part in the dojo, and then whatever when they're training is like awesome. Yeah, it was cool. It was really fun. It would be cool to see. I bet you like Jurassic Park would probably be awesome. Like you're sitting there and you like hear the rumble, and then when they're in the car, like it goes with everything. Like anytime the camera like was circling around Keanu, it's like your whole seat is just like whoa. Yeah, it was cool. I mean, like I said, if it had been a movie I hadn't seen before, and I'm trying to pay attention, and like I don't know, it would have been kind of annoying, I think. But it was kind of fun. It was cool. 4DRX XLMWXYZ. It was pretty fun. Would I recommend? Yeah, sure, go for it. Looking at the timer, kind of short, but I mean, this is just like the in-between podcast. It's supposed to be short. It was fun talking about the 4DX. I mean, I had that on my mind. It was fun to get it out. I had an idea. I had an idea for like a skit or something where like we'd go to like one of those RDX things, but it's like over the top, like oh, he's driving through the beach and like a whole bucket of water or whatever hits us, or like I was thinking it'd be like I don't know, you're like a Rocky or something, and it's like you just see fists flying like off screen. Oh, this RDX is amazing. Oh, but yeah, I gotta talk to some people about it. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. Oh, guess what? We forgot our favorite part. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, guys. Smash that button over there. Hit that bell, ba-ding. But in all seriousness, thank you for watching the In Between podcast. Thank you for tuning in. I feel like this was we got some good ones. All right, we're building that backlog, and we keep cranking them out for you. Thanks for tuning in. This has been the In Between podcast with your host, Kyle Mclemore, and we'll see you next time on the podcast.
Sleigh bells ringing,